As usual, we'll begin by lying down on our backs. Knees are bent, feet about hip width apart, and our shoulder blades are underneath the back, and the back of the neck is long. Close your eyes. And for the next few rounds of breath, really try to focus on the breath. Watch the natural flow of inhales and exhales. Try not to place any judgment on the quality of your breath today. Just try to become lost in that continuous wave of breathing. And after this last exhale, begin to flutter your eyes open and just take a moment to get used to the brightness of your surrounding again. We'll grab a block and place it in between your thighs. It's either smallest or medium width. Arms will be stretched out by your sides, palms are facing down. With an exhale, begin to curl the tailbone up towards the ceiling. You'll feel the low back push into the floor, but then continue to push into the feet as the low back lifts, and then the middle back up to about your middle of the middle back. And then we'll reverse, so pushing your middle back into the floor, vertebrae by vertebrae, and then your low back. Finally, your sacrum and your tailbone will lower. And we'll do that a couple more times again. So with an inhale, exhale, curl your tailbone up, low back, middle back. Inhale to lower the middle back, low back, and the tailbone. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale to lift. And inhale to lower. You're gently squeezing the block with your inner thighs. Last time. Exhale, lift. And inhale to lower. We'll lift one more time with an exhale. And then stay there. We'll add a wrist stretch, so extend the left arm up, turn the palm up towards the ceiling, fingers are facing behind you. And then the right hand will come and pull down on your left fingers. Make sure to include your thumb. You want your glutes to be lightly engaged here, as well as your abdominal muscles. Tailbone's lengthening towards the heels. Okay, let's switch the wrist stretch. The right palm turns up, and then take the left hand and pull down on your right fingers. Good, let go of the wrist stretch, bring the arms slowly down by your sides. And then one last time, very slowly, lowering the middle back, low back, sacrum, and the tailbone. Take the block, move it to the side. You might not need it anymore today. Bring the feet about mat width apart. The arm will come into a goalpost or cactus arms. The elbows are bent, palms are facing up. Exhale, move the knees over towards the left. As you lower them, they don't have to come all the way down, but push the arch of the right foot into the floor and extend this right hip forward. So this right glute is pushing the hip forward. Slight rotation in the spine here, a nice opening for the chest. Try to keep those low ribs in. They like to pop up here towards the ceiling. And if you feel anything in this right knee, then lift it up a little bit and engage that glute a little bit more. And then inhale, we'll bring the knees through center. Exhale, lower them to the right. This time your left arch will push into the floor. Left glute engages, extends the hip, and again, watch those floating ribs so they don't pop forward. And from here, as you exhale, roll all the way over to your right side. Use the left hand to push into the floor and make your way around. We're going to come into a tabletop or quadruped. So you'll bring the wrists underneath the shoulders, knees under the hip points. So a little bit closer than you normally probably would in any yoga class. Inhale, soften the chest as you tilt the tailbone up, crown of the head reaches towards the ceiling for cow. Exhale, push the floor away, chin comes in towards the chest, tailbone tilts down, cat. And again, inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Couple of more. Use your own breath as a guide. Last time. As you finish your cat, come to a neutral spine. Widen the knees here. Untuck the toes and then send the hips towards the heels. Arms will reach forward. Extend the child's pose. The forehead can reach towards the floor. I might get there, I might not. But again, try to keep some energy going upwards so that the lower ribs are not sinking towards the floor. You're keeping some core integration engagement here by lifting those low ribs up towards the spine. The next inhale, lift the hips up in the forehead. Slide the knees underneath the hips and come forward into a kneeling plank. So you might have to adjust your knees, maybe move them back slightly, and maybe move your hands back a little bit as well. Nice kneeling plank, inhale. Exhale with a flat back, go back, so the hips are going to go back towards the heels again. As you start to inhale, begin to round through the low back, middle back, upper back as you're moving forward into the kneeling plank again. Exhale, hips go back into the child's pose. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, round through the low back, middle back, and upper back as you're shifting forward into the kneeling plank. Exhale, the hips go back. Last time, inhale, rounding segmentally through the spine, coming forward into the kneeling plank. Exhale, extended child's pose. Inhale, lift up. We'll come to kneeling. Tuck the right toes under, we'll step the left foot forward. 90-90 lunge. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Left hand will come around your low back. Make a fist right above that right glute. You can check in to make sure the glute is on and then reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, side bend to the left. You can release the left ear towards the shoulder, adding a bit of a lateral movement in our cervical spine, in our neck as well. And inhale to lift up. Exhale, bring the right hand under the shoulder. Lift the right knee off the floor. Inhale, left arm reaches up to twisted crescent. Exhale, bring the left arm under, tap your ribs. Inhale, lift the arm up. Exhale, bring it under. 2 more, inhale up. Exhale, thread it under. Inhale up. Last time, thread it under. Inhale, lift the arm up. From here, bring the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Walk the hands towards the long edge of the mat. We'll go into some side lunges. Nice and easy, bending one knee at a time. And then the other. You can allow the hands to flow along the floor. You can also have them on blocks. Adding a little bit of movement through the torso as you're going side to side. Next time you come over to the right, keep turning to face the back of the mat and step back into down dog. With an inhale, we'll come forward into a plank. Tap the knees down, send the hips back, lift the knees back into down dog. Now we'll make this into wave again. So rounding through the low back, middle back, upper back as you come to plank. Tap the knees down, send the hips back, and then lift up into down dog. Couple more. Rounding as you shift forward. Tap the knees down, send the hips back, lift the knees, down dog. One more time. Segmentally rounding, come forward into plank, lower the knees, hips go back. Into down dog, lift the left leg up. Bend the knee, step the foot in between the hands. Extended side angle. Lower the right heel down. Left forearm will come on top of the left thigh. Turn the chest and the pelvis towards the right. Right arm extends up. Turn the palm to the front. And then extend the arm over towards the back of the room. You can release the left ear to the shoulder again. But don't sink into the bottom shoulder. You want to lift up. So push the forearm into the thigh. Breathe into the right side body. One more breath. Inhale, rise up. Bring both arms up. Readjust the feet for goddess. Toes in line with the knees. Interlace the fingers. With an exhale, start to side bend to the right. Then shift the hips back as you lower the arms down towards the floor. Sliding over towards the left. Coming up, side bend on the left and rise up. 2 more times. Side bend to the right. Shift the hips back as you lower the arms down, over to the left and up. Last time to the right. Hips go back slightly as you lower. Come back around. Good. From here, release the hands. Turn to face the front of the mat. Come onto the ball of the left foot. Tilted crescent, hands in the prayer. Inhale. Exhale, add a twist. Rotate the chest to the right. Left elbow touches right above the right knee. Keeping the chest open here. You can even bring the right hand around the back for half bind to open the chest a little bit more. And then bring the hands down, lower the left knee and the hip for Gomukhasana, cow face legs. So if you can't stack the knees, then do that. If not, you can come into cross-legged seat as well. So no matter where you are, you want to sit up nice and tall. Bring the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers, elbows are wide. Inhale, lean the head into your hands. Exhale, bring the elbows together as you lower the chin towards the chest. A little bit of a neck stretch. Inhale, open the elbows, push the head into your hands. Exhale, around. 2 more. Inhale to open. Exhale, when I say round, you're rounding through your cervical spine, so your neck, the rest of the spine is trying to stay tall. One more time, inhale to open. Keep the floating ribs in. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, come to center. We'll unwind to the front. So bring the hands to the front. Right foot will be forward. Left heel lowers for warrior one. So your feet are on two separate lines. Then reach the fingertips forward. Stretching the sides of the body. Finding length, some more space in the spine. Breathe into the sides. And then bring the hands onto the floor, come onto the ball of the left foot. Inhale, rise up for high lunge. Right hand will come right above the left glute. Make sure it's engaged. Left arm reaches up. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, lean back slightly. Spinal extension. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, step the left foot next to the right. We'll hinge at the hips. Come down. Hands can come, fingers can come to the floor. Right hand comes under the face. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Straighten the left leg, bend the right knee. Release the head. Exhale, switching sides. Left hand comes under the face. Inhale, right arm reaches up. 2 more times each side. Inhale. Exhale through center. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, right arm reaches up. One more time. Right hand down. Left leg straightens, left arm goes up. And switch. Left hand down. Right leg straightens, right arm up. Exhale, bring the right hand down, and we'll step the left foot back, lower the knee, starting the other side. Right hand comes, makes a fist, comes right above the left glute. Left arm reaches up. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, side bend to the right. You can release the right ear to the shoulder. Breathe into the left side body. Inhale to rise. Exhale, bring the left hand under the shoulder. Lift the left knee. Inhale, right arm reaches up, twisted crescent. Exhale, bring the arm under the right leg, tap the ribs. Inhale to open. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, open. Last time, exhale, down. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Turn to face the long edge of the mat. And again, side lunges, bending one knee at a time, sending the hips back. Swaying the torso from side to side. Hands are gliding against the floor, or they can be on the blocks. Next time you bend your left knee, keep turning towards the back of the mat and step back into down dog. One more opportunity to practice those spinal waves. So with an inhale, we'll shift forward into a plank regularly at first. Lower the knees, send the hips back. Lift the knees, down dog. Now we'll add the wave. So as you're shifting forward, round through the low back, middle back, upper back. Tap the knees, send the hips back, lift up, down dog. 2 more. Rounding through the low back, middle back, upper back as you shift into a plank. Tap the knees, send the hips back, lift the knees up. Last time, round to come forward. Tap the knees, hips go back. Down dog, lift the right leg up. Bend the knees, step the foot in between the hands. Extended side angle, lower the left heel down. Right forearm comes on top of the right thigh, left arm reaches up. Turn the palm towards the back of the room and then reach towards the back. Again, not sinking into the right shoulder, push the forearm into the thigh and release the right ear towards the shoulder. Breathe, nice side stretch here. Inhale to rise. Reach both arms up, coming into goddess. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, side bend to the left. As you keep coming down towards the floor, shift the hips back. Going over to the right. Bring the hips under the spine to lift up. 2 more. Side bend to the right. Shift the hips back as you lower the arms down. Over to the right and up. Last time to the left. Down. Around. And up. Release the hands, turning towards the front of the mat, coming onto the ball of the right foot. Tilted crescent, so tilt forward. Hands come into a prayer. Inhale. Exhale. Turn the chest to the left. Right elbow touches above the left knee. Revolved, extended side angle. Stay here, or you can bring the left arm around your low back. Right glute is engaged. You can poke it, make sure it is. You can look down to help with the balance. One more breath. Bring the right hand down, and then the right knee and the hip come down as well. Gomukhasana legs again. So if you can, stack the knees. Otherwise, cross-legged seat with the left foot in front. One more time, we'll interlace the fingers. Inhale, open the elbows, push the head into the hands. Exhale, bring the chin in, elbows come together. Inhale to open. Exhale, bring it in. 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale in. Last time, inhale, open. Exhale in. Inhale, open the elbows and then turn again to the front. Hands come to the floor. Your left foot is forward, right heel comes down, warrior one legs. Then reach the fingers forward again, finding the space in the spine, space in the sides of the body. And breathe, breathe. Send the breath into your back and the sides. Slide the hands under the shoulders. Come onto the ball of the right foot. Inhale, rise up for high lunge. Left hand will come around the back, make a fist right above the right glute. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Inhale, grow even taller. Exhale, lean back, spinal extension. So you're not bending in your low back, you're leaning back and the right glute is catching you. Inhale to come up. Exhale, both hands come down. Lower the right knee. And then the left shin will come down. We'll come onto the left hip. Coming into deer sit. So trying to bring the left shin parallel to the front. And this right thigh also parallel to the front. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale, start to walk the hands to the left. So maybe you can bring both hands towards the outside of your left thigh. You can stay here in a twist. If you want to go deeper, you can start to fold, bringing the elbows down onto the floor. Or maybe you can even extend the arms. I don't have space here, but if you want to try, you can try to bring your forehead to the floor and extend the arms forward. And again, breathe. Then inhale, start to make your way up. So maybe onto elbows first, then your hands. Then come all the way up and we'll switch sides. Replace the right foot, bring it to the front. Left leg goes back, so right shin and the left thigh parallel to the front of the mat. Inhale to grow tall. Your left glute will probably be off the floor. And then walk the hands over towards the right. Maybe you're staying here in a twist. And breathing. If you want to go deeper with an exhale, start to fold. Coming down onto the forearms. Maybe you even go further. The next inhale, push into the hands, lift up. We'll bring both legs forward and come down onto your back. We'll end in Shavasana. So pick your favorite Shavasana position. Knees bent, legs extended. Maybe even if you want to extend the legs and bring rolled up blankets or pillows under your thighs, that might feel good. Relax your legs. Bring your shoulders under the back, palms turn up. Lengthen the back of the neck. Let's all take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale and side out. Allow the body to melt. Relax your body and relax your mind. If you have time to stay here longer, feel free to do so. If you want to come out of your Shavasana, begin to wiggle your toes, your fingers. Rotate through the wrists and ankles. Extend the arms up over the head, full body stretch. Bend the knees and roll to your right side. Use your left hand to push into the floor. Slowly come up to a seated position. As always, taking a moment to notice if there are any changes in the way your body feels or in your state of mind. And bring the hands to the heart center. Lower the chin to chest. Open the eyes and raise your head. As always, from my heart to yours. Namaste.